Cinco de Mayo is coming up. You know what that means? That means we get to use these. So as I said in the intro, Cinco de Mayo is coming up. An excuse to use these. Not like I need an excuse. First thing we're going to have to do is get our chicken going. And, well, this is going to be part of our chicken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sear off the chicken, then I'm going to stew it. It'll come out delicious, trust me. Oh, by the way, while we're doing that stewing thing, we're going to make the sauce at the same time. Okay, first thing we got to do, we need to roast these off. If you've got a stovetop that is gas, do it right there. That's the easiest way. You got your grill going, grill. If you don't have either of those, well, you can slice these in half, do it under the broiler, but you got to be careful. You could easily burn them. If you've got a oven that's a little unreliable, well, you have to do what I do. Give it the torch. You've seen me do this before. So, again, you're going to want a pan. Keep it careful. Okay, all charred. Goes in the bowl. We'll do the other one. Wrap these up in plastic, and then we forget about them for a few minutes. Next, we're going to sear off this chicken. First, of course, we got to season it. Salt, pepper. So I've got boneless, skinless thighs here. You can use breast, you could use bone-in if you want. Whatever you want. Just use chicken, or pork, or beef, or turkey, or whatever you got. So while that's getting brown, I'm gonna clean up my Ancho Chilies. I've got 4 of them. All I'm gonna do is take the stems off and take the seeds out. And then they go into my favorite stewing device. Again, a few seeds are not going to matter. Okay, chicken's done, all seared off. So we got this pan full of nice, delicious chicken fond. We're gonna use that. But while we're at it, we're gonna toast up our spices in this pan. So I got a tablespoon of cumin, coriander, cinnamon stick, 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 bay leaves. Let them warm up just a bit. I've also got a tablespoon of dried oregano. There are times when you can use dried herbs. And if it's going to be stewing for a while, as it's going to be in here, I don't mind using them. So I'm just going to stir these up. It's already starting to get fragrant. Okay. Get the oregano in there. And I've got an onion just roughly chopped. We'll get that in there also. Just want to get that started to cook. Doesn't have to cook all the way. Okay, it's just starting to get a little translucent. That's all I really wanted to do, is get it started. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of chicken stock. That's about half a cup or so. The rest of it, this is a quart, is going in here. Okay. Chicken stock has done its job. All the stuff was off the bottom of the pan. Get all that goodness in here. Let's add a couple more things to this. Well, a few more things to this. I got about an ounce of tomato paste. Chipotle powder. I'm going to use about a teaspoon. Throw that in there. Give it a few more grinds of pepper. And a little bit more salt. Now let's deal with our chilies. Now all we have to do is just rub the skin right off. You could use a towel if you want. That'll help get you a little bit more traction. You can do this under running water, but the running water tends to wash off all that charred flavor, which tastes pretty good in this dish. There we go. It's not perfectly clean. I don't want it to be perfectly clean. Same with our poblano. There we go. The bell pepper, I'm going to just hack it to bits. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be pretty. Again, it's going in there, and eventually it's going to get pureed. Now the poblano, all I'm going to do is take the top off, pull out the innards, and that's going to go in there whole. I'm not going to use that in the sauce per se. That's actually going to go in with the chicken. Okay, that's going to cook for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, depending on how I feel like it and how lazy I am the rest of the day. Check back in me in a few minutes. It'll be like 30 seconds for you. Okay, it's been 3 hours. Time to check on what we got. Okay. I'm going to fish this out. This is a cinnamon stick. Let's get the chicken. It is just falling apart. Exactly what we want. There's our poblano. It's falling apart. We're going to fish out as well we can. There we go. I've also got to get those bay leaves out of there. Okay, here's the chicken. We're gonna shred this chicken up. Pull these poblanos out of there. And I want to chop those up and mix it in with the chicken. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of the broth here. Good. That's ready to be saved. Let's take a look at our sauce. Now let's finish our stock. You've seen me use this before. Let's give that a taste. Let's give it all a taste. Piece of our chicken into our sauce. Very nice. Time to make our enchiladas. Okay, let's get ready to build this enchiladas. So I've got 2 different cheeses. Cotija. Please forgive my pronunciations. And Oaxaca. This is an easy melting cheese. This one, I could break out the blowtorch and it's not going to melt. I like to think of this as kind of like a Parmesan of Mexican cheeses, and I use it just like that, and it's just a delicious cheese. So the Oaxaca, it's just an easy melting cheese, but I need to shred this up. If I were to compare flavors, I would say almost a provolone. Okay, let's, I got my sauce. I'm keeping it warm back there. I've got the chicken in the oven, also keeping warm. Oh, and while I was over there, I kicked that up to broil. A lot of people will do this next step with tongs. I really don't like doing that because tongs tend to rip the tortillas. So I got three corn tortillas. Actually, that's 4. 3 corn tortillas, local tortilla maker. You know, support your locals. So to start off, I'm just going to put down a nice little layer of our sauce. Now, take the tortilla, dip it in the sauce, place it down right in the center. Now we'll grab some of our chicken. And remember, the chicken's got the poblanos in there, so that's going to give it a little bit of heat. And then just put a even coating of chicken. Now, let's put a little bit of the cotija in there. And a little bit of the Oaxaca. Next layer. And again, chicken. nice layer. And both the cheeses. Again, last layer. This is just going to be our top. All right, and this is going to be, get the cheese down, both cheeses. And now I'm going to pop this under the broiler just for a second to melt that cheese. Okay, here we go. We got our New Mexico style enchiladas. Let's finish this plate off. I've got some lime. We'll throw a little piece of lime there. I've got some cilantro. Maybe, hold on. You know what it needs? There we go. Fried egg. And hit that with that. A little dollop of sour cream right next to the lime. Here we go. Careful, hot plate. New Mexico enchiladas. Chicken. Our own little red chili sauce. Fried egg on top. I'm getting hungry. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Check out these videos here. I'll see you next time. Happy Cinco de Mayo.